Hello everybody. So today we got the buy announcement, and it was a fairly small buy at $110 million worth of Bitcoin. It's funny, back in the day that would have been considered a huge buy. Today this is next to nothing. It looks like I got a little too excited yesterday thinking we would get the billion sooner than we did. And yes, obviously when you read the report, I see the June 10, 2025. So it's obviously the buy is going to happen this week, right? And so we should get a billion next week, not last week. That's okay. I got carried away. I got all excited. I'm a big bull on MSTR. Just know that. If you're new to the channel, I'm a big bull on this one. So it looks like we're going to get a much bigger buy next week. It's probably going to be 10x the size of this week's buy. But we have something to be happy about today. We have something that my commenters will be very happy about. You in the comments section who have been complaining for months about the ATM suppressing the stock price, the ATM hurting the common share stock price. You should be happy. No ATM. There was no ATM this week. So he didn't monetize the ATM. He monetized the STRK ATM and the STRF ATM. I think the vision of Saylor is coming to life. He's going to be doing the common ATM when the common trades at, say, a multiple of price to NAV above a 2, maybe above a 3. He's not going to do the ATM in the 1.8s anymore. I think many of you are excited about that. As you know, I don't really care. I just want him to add more Bitcoin. But I know many of my people care about the short-term price action, and that's good. That's good if you care about short-term price action, but it doesn't do the ATM. I fully agree on that. I hope he comes out back in a strong way with a common ATM once the markets get heated up a little bit. Hopefully Bitcoin pumps and we get back into the common ATM printing, because that's how you can really get a billion of permanent equity, permanent capital, permanent Bitcoin capital by issuing these large sums. As you know, on this channel, I've said many times, I think the convertible debt, I think is a thing of the past. I'm not sure if he keeps doing convertible debt, I think it's going to take him years. I think he much prefers the ATM. Saylor figured out that the ATM is the way to go. Let's look at the ramp. The ramp is clear. I've been tracking this. I might need to professionalize it and actually put it into Excel at some point. But anyways, this is what the chart looks like right now. It's a clear trend. You can see some weeks down, some weeks up, but he's been using the STRK ATM, which is the oldest preferred that is issued, the STRK ATM. He's been ramping it up steadily, and the STRF ATM, well, if you look at the ramp, it looks very much like the ramp of a STRK ATM. You see, you went to 37 million to 51 million. Well, we go from 38 million to 45 million from 10 million. So the ramp up of the STRF ATM is very similar to the ramp up of the STRK ATM. I think over time, these two are going to look roughly the same way. And, you know, what will we end up? Within short order, within a few weeks, will we be at 100 million for STRK, 100 million for STRF, and maybe should we hope 100 million for stride? So what does that mean? I can see a future where within 2 months we do $500 million a month of preferred ATMs. That's kind of the future that I see here. And of course, he loves preferred ATM much, much more because look, STRF, that's a 12.8 times BTC torque, right? STRK, that's a 10.4 over the long run, over a 10-year period, right? This is enormous BTC torque over the long term. And STRD, of course, is going to be the same BTC torque as STRF because of the interest rate being the same. So MSTR right now, that doesn't seem to be the priority to issue common on MSTR. Anyways, I'm excited about it. I think many of you are excited about it. I think the only thing that would have made it better is a little common ATM, but I realize I'm alone on that one probably, and we are moving away from that era. We're slowly moving away from the common ATM era into the preferred ATMs era, because that's where the biggest pool of capital is. Bonds are the biggest pool of capital. Fewer and fewer people want to own bonds, but if they do, they want it to be backed by Bitcoin. At least that's the future that I see. Moving on with KULR. So, on the Patreon yesterday, I made this full video on KULR. I will release it to the main channel this week because I'm traveling, so I can't make videos every day this week. So I'll release it to a main channel maybe on Wednesday or Thursday, something like that. I'm judging the main business of KULR, the space batteries business of KULR, and kind of saying that KULR space business battery, it's a complicated business. It's a nice margin of safety type business. KULR is a special company because the Bitcoin price to NAV that KULR enjoys, in my view, is not due to the Bitcoin strategy. In my view, that price to NAV is due to the underlying space battery business, which is a cool business, a difficult business, and a business which has intrinsic value on its own. I go in this video comparing to other battery companies that don't do anything in Bitcoin. They have similar valuation. The market tends to view the battery business positively and give higher valuations. That's why they're able to monetize differently. Of course, today they've announced 118 Bitcoin bought for $13 million. That's a lot for KULR. That's a very nice increase for KULR. We moved from a 220-something% Bitcoin yield to 260 Bitcoin yield, 260% year-to-date Bitcoin yield. We moved between those two in what? In a matter of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, really fast. They are closing in on their mission of acquiring 1,000 Bitcoin. When they have 1,000 Bitcoin, they'll be eligible for their own B ETF. That should be another bump in the stock price. KULR just got eligible for the Russell. No, they entered the Russell. They didn't get in. They entered the Russell, so they have more people coming in, more capital coming in, just in time. More capital is going to be coming in just in time for their own ATM offering, their own new share offering of $300 million. Which is official now. Now, one thing I don't like that I see on Twitter is people are reporting this like it's brand new news. It's not a brand new news. I've been reporting on this for weeks already. They had a draft, right? They had posted a draft since May 28th. So this is at least 2 weeks old of a news. The new news is that it's official today, but the market's known this. So if you see the price of KULR not pumping today, that's because this was already priced in. We already knew this was going to happen. It's just that people are just recycling the news for clicks. The news should read, it's now official. It's now official. There is now the offering has gone through the procedures, and it's now officially an offering. That's what the reach news. This is not brand new. I'm very excited, of course, because this is a $360 million company. Let's call it, for 350 million market cap, and they have 300 million coming. So they're looking to grow a double in size thanks to that ATM, and my guess is that a bunch of that ATM, if not most of that ATM, is going to go towards Bitcoin acquisition. At least my read of the former prospectus was that. If they want to put a few million on the space battery stuff, that's fine because their underlying business is actually growing 100% a year. So that's fine too. As you know, in this channel, I invest in a lot of traditional businesses. If you have a business, if you pitch me a business that grows 100% a year, any business, any space, I'm going to be interested. This business grows 100% a year. So I'm interested in this underlying business. That's the point of this video that I'm going to publish within the coming days on the main channel. If you're on Patreon, you already had access to it. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. This was not investment advice, not financial advice, only entertainment. I hope you were entertained. Please like, please subscribe. Follow me on Patreon, follow me on X. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day.